What is going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray that everybody is doing phenomenally well. So, I have been getting a ton of questions about virtual wholesaling. Many of y'all have heard me talk about how most of the wholesale deals that we do, actually like 98% of them, we do them completely virtual without stepping foot in them. And so today I want to cover some steps and tips and kind of guidelines, so to speak, on things that have helped me, have served me very well. So if you are wanting to crush it in 2025 for virtual wholesaling, you are going to want to stay tuned for this. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications, all of that good stuff. Okay. So when it comes to virtual wholesaling, the first thing that we need to do, the number one thing, is we need to determine a market. Okay. I highly recommend that you find a large metropolitan area. All right. Something like Dallas, something like Houston, Los Angeles, Atlanta, right? Large metropolitan areas. Okay. If you're somewhere in Denver, Colorado, or not Denver, Denver's actually a good market that you could do. Dinosaur, Colorado, right? Those are areas like that that you don't want to kind of get into because we need to be able to move these properties once we get them under contract. All right. And so when you are in these larger metropolitan areas, they're easier for you to find private money lending. They're easier for you to find end buyers, title companies, the whole nine, people to partner with if you need a partner. So I highly recommend you find the large metropolitan areas. Okay. Now, secondly, once we find our large metropolitan areas, you want to go to a platform like PropStream. There'll be a link below for a free 7-day trial. And now we need to start pulling data. Just this month in January, I actually launched Atlanta market. That is a brand new market for me this year for 2025. So you go in here. I like to do stuff by the county. So you would just put in Flint County, and now you can see what kind of stuff they have going on here. They got 37 pre-foreclosures, 25,000 liens, vacant properties, whatever it may be, right? You can go in here and play around with some of the filters. Let's say, for example, I want the pre-probate list. There's 811 leads right here. So I can literally take this. I can also break it down to I only want residential, single family. You can do condos and townhomes as well. I typically stay away from like mobile homes. If something comes across my plate that's a mobile home, I'll deal with it, but I'm actually not pulling data trying to be like pull for that area, okay? Or for those type of properties. But once we have our list, we can pull it up here. And so now I have my list of 751 properties. And all I can do now, I can go in here, I can select these, and now I can skip trace them. Okay. So once you actually go in here and skip trace your data, now we actually start the marketing. This is where things become pretty similar to what you would do if it was right there in your backyard. You can actually do the marketing, right? So whether that's cold calling, text messaging, ringless voicemail, sending out mailers or postcards, we actually have to turn the marketing on in that specific market, in that specific area. And there you are. You have actually launched and started marketing virtually, right? Now, here's the major difference. You are closing everything through the telephone. You are not going in person, all right? So, this means that you're going to have to really sharpen your communication skills, all right? I want you to keep this in the back of your mind. People do business with people they like and trust. Okay. They need to like you and they need to trust you. And so you have to build that likability and that trust more so when you're virtual wholesale. Okay. When you're going and sitting with somebody belly to belly, it's a little easier, right? So do not feel like what's the best way to say this? All right, I'll share this. When you're doing this virtually, it is very, very rare that I have a one call close. Okay. Meaning I'm going to call that seller one single time and I'm going to close that deal over the phone. It takes multiple calls, multiple touches, multiple conversations. Okay. That doesn't mean that it's going to take me forever to give them an offer, but just know that I want you to have realistic expectations. You have to build that likability and trust. Okay. Now, once you do that and we actually make our offer, we're just utilizing platforms like DocuSign, DocHub, Adobe Sign, just one of those e-signature platforms. You send them over the contract. Then once you get the contract, you're going to send it to the title company. And now we start the process with the end buyer. They will be the ones that will actually go out there to the properties, walk it, make sure it's good, make sure they have everything that they need. You'll send them the assignment of contract via DocuSign and then send that to the title company. So there's actually nothing for you to do at the property, right? Whenever it goes to close, the title company is going to wire you your money. So do not overthink virtual wholesaling. It is ridiculously simple. More people overcomplicate it than what it needs to be. So let me know in the comments below if this was helpful. And also, if you're virtual wholesaling, what market are you considering getting it in?